Good day everyone. Today I will teach you how to graph cosine functions. But before I will graph cosine functions, I will teach you some terms before I will teach you how to graph so that it will be easier for you to understand. First term is an amplitude, the absolute value of one half of the difference between its greatest and lowest value. This is the formula for the amplitude. It's the absolute value of A. Period. The horizontal layer of one cycle, the formula is 2 pi over the absolute value of b. And lastly, the phase shift. The horizontal distance of a function is moved. There are certain properties of a cosine function. First, the domain. The domain is from negative infinity to positive infinity. The second is the range. The range is from negative 1 to 1. The maximum value is 1 and minimum value is negative 1. The fourth is the graph. It's a smooth curve. And lastly, the cycle repeats itself definitely in both directions. This is the general form of the equation of the cosine function. Y is equal to A cosine B x minus C plus D, where absolute value of A is the amplitude and B is the number of cycles from 0 to 2 pi, and C is the phase shift and D is the vertical shift.
Here is some example. Given y is equal to negative 3 cosine x. First, we must find the amplitude. Amplitude is equal to absolute value of A. Our A here is negative 3, so absolute value of negative 3 is 3. Second, we must find the period. Period is equal to 2 pi over absolute value of B. Our B here is 1, so 1 times absolute value of 1 is equal to 1. So 2 pi divided by 1 is equal to 2 pi. Phase shift. There is no phase shift in this example. Step 2 is the intervals. In order to find the intervals, we must find first the period. Our period is 2 pi. Then divide it into 4 equal parts. Then our intervals are pi halves, pi, 3 halves pi, and 2 pi. This is what the graph of negative 3 cosine x looks like. You just need to plot the points, then you are done.